Good evening. What's your name, sir? Couldn't hear that.
Miguel Rico.
Thank you. Mr. Rico, you're charged with assault with injury. I'm going to order that you not initiate contact with the alleged victim. You do have a probation hold, so you're going to remain in custody on that anyway. On this charge, we're going to set bond in the amount of $1,000 and I'm appointing attorney Gary Grikovich to represent you. You're going to be seen on this matter tomorrow at 1 p.m. on video. And
Okay.
we're also going to order no alcohol, no firearms or other weapons. You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
I feel like solutions have worked. I think so too. I don't think they're as expensive. I just don't think it. Yeah, of course. Thank you. They're making the same thing. It's not the difference. Yeah. No. And it expires. Right. So we can start with the process. And I just investigate, let's take
Hello, what is your name?
Eli.
Say again.
My name is Eli.
Eli what?
Let me see.
Your last name. What's your last name?
Niyonzima.
You have to look at a piece of paper to tell me your last name.
Yeah, I have it autism.
Okay, you have several cases in Tucson City Court. You were charged in June with trespassing. Another case in June, different date, trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia. Trespassing, this one is yet another date in June. July 1st, trespassing, drug paraphernalia. July 6th, trespassing. June 20th, obstruction and drug paraphernalia. Trespassing, this one is from June 21st. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. Don't go back to any of the incident locations and don't have any contact with any alleged victims. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. You're going to be seen on video on July 17th at 1:45 p.m. If you bond out before then, it'll still be the same date and time at Tucson City Court, but with you there in person. Okay, you're excused.
Big one.
Your Honor, this is the Spanish court interpreter. May we check with the jail to see if there's any Spanish speakers?
All right. If the folks at the jail can tell me, or do we have to see any Spanish speakers tonight?
There are no Spanish speakers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good night.
Okay, at you too. Hello, what is your name?
Wait, TV?
You have numerous cases in Tucson City Court. The most recent one is from yesterday or last night, public sexual indecency. Not guilty, plea, don't have any contact with the alleged victim and stay away from the incident location. Bond is set in the amount of $1,500. City public defender is appointed on all cases. And your existing court date of August 6th is vacated to be replaced by a video review, July 17th at 1:45. If you bond out, it will still be the same date and time, but with you there in person. Tucson City Court, you're excused. Good evening, what is your name? Okay, need to unmute, please.
Hello?
Christina Campion.
Okay, thank you. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a domestic violence case. Bond has already been set for $2,499.
I had a,
I'm appointing attorney Gary Grankovich to represent you. You're gonna be seen tomorrow on video at 1 p.m.
okay. Now, this case was closed and it was for sentencing.
Don't talk to me about the case,
Okay.
please. David,
I just don't understand.
okay, you can
Okay.
have an attorney to explain it to you. You're excused.
All right.
Well, then the thing that's, you know, from what you're saying, the whole second. Marshall. Marshall. Okay, stop there. Oh, stand over. Yeah, but.
Hello, what is your name?
Cleveland Marshall.
Okay. Mr. Marshall, you're charged with 3 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct and 2 counts of domestic violence criminal damage. Hold on a minute. All right, I believe that there are people online who would like to speak one at a time. Please identify yourself and then go ahead and make your statement.
Meg Dellinger, Miss Grandmother.
Okay. Would you like to have input
Let
on
me,
his conditions of release?
yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, uh, he really needs, first of all, I love him very much. However, he's been having some mental health. Oh, uh, he really needs, first of all, I love him very much. However, he's been having some mental health problems. He's tried 2 or 3 times. I think he needs to go to some sort of a mental health. I mean, he's not even taking his medicine today, so he's not going to be functional. He's got to go somewhere where they can, wean him up, put him up back on the medicine, and maybe wean him or get his head straight. But I think I believe the sheriff's at CRC, but he really needs help, Your Honor. He shouldn't be released. He scared us really bad today, or scared me. But he has been battling mental illness for a while, so I'd really like if you take in consideration that he needs help and that it should be the CRC maybe that could evaluate him. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Who's next? If there's someone speaking, you need to unmute.
You're muted, say Jess.
Oh, sorry. My name is Jessica,
Yes?
and I'm the mother. It was bad today. He just kind of went whacked out, started destroying stuff,
Okay,
and
don't talk
said,
about the facts. Just tell me your opinion
"Oh,
as
yeah.
to the conditions of his release.
Yeah, I think he needs to go somewhere that can help him battle his mental issues. He's already tried to commit suicide, and he's already threatened suicide by cop. It was scary today. I mean, it was bad. There was something that just switched in his mind and he went, and it was scary.
Okay. All right, thank you. Is there a third person who would like to speak? Okay, if not, I'm taking that into account. I've made notes as to note of the mental health issues. I am going to order that you not return to the residence of the alleged victims, Jessica Tarwater, Sadie Marshall, Meg Dillinger, and you are not to commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. At whatever point you are released, you get a one-time return visit only with a police escort to get your belongings. I am going to hold you on a $2,499 cash bond. I'm appointing attorney Christian Salter to represent you, and you will be seen on video tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Okay. Thank you.
Excuse-
Go down the same steps. Sit where I put it. Nino. Yeah. Come on. Nino? Yeah. Okay.
Hello, what is
Hello.
your name?
Martin Nino?
I'm sorry, say again.
Martin Nino? Martin Antonio Nino Jr.?
Okay, thank you.
Morning. Or good afternoon.
Mr. Nino, you're charged with domestic violence assault and domestic violence interfering with judicial proceedings, which means violating a court order. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Lorena Nino. Stay away from her home and workplace. Don't
Yes, sir.
commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. Also,
Yes, sir.
to obey the order of protection.
Okay.
And bond is set in the amount of $2,499. Attorney Peter Gutierrez is appointed to represent you. You will be seen tomorrow at noon on video. And this is at Pima County Justice Court. You're excused.
Okay, thank you.
Well, go down the thing. Pat. Here.
Good evening. What is your name?
Ron Pass.
One moment.
Got a notification about you yesterday.
No, thanks.
You are charged with domestic violence, failure to comply with a court order, meaning you violated an order of protection allegedly. An order that you not have any contact with Mary Doritz, stay away from her home and workplace. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Obey the order of protection. Bond is set in the amount of $2,499, and you are going to be seen on July 15th at 3 p.m. That at Municipal Court. Attorney, oh, sorry to.
Okay, I don't have anything to write with.
They'll give you papers.
Okay.
Attorney Joseph Ezzo is appointed to represent you, and you're going to be seen on video tomorrow at 3 o'clock to reach a municipal court. You're excused.
Better hear six. Don't worry. Okay.
Your Honor, jail here. Crawford Michael refused.
I'm sorry, who again?
Crawford Michael.
Okay, thank you. That'll be continued to tomorrow morning. Hello, what's your name?
Hisham Armel.
Okay. You charged with criminal damage, domestic violence, criminal damage, uh, criminal trespass, 2 counts of indecent exposure. I understand that there is someone on the call who would like to speak. Identify yourself, please, and you can give me any
Yes.
input you wish as to his conditions of release.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm Jane Lunston, the victim connected to Hisham Armel. I'm his 75-year-old woman who sponsored and has lived with Hisham for 10 years. He has already reimbursed me for the repairs to the minor damage to the bathroom floor. And we have gotten a psychologist's report that helped us understand the elements that contributed to this one-time bizarre behavior, very out of character for him. I really need to stay connected to Hisham, so I'm asking you, Your Honor, if you will consider consented contact as we move forward. That's my request of you this evening, sir.
All right, thank you. I'm going to order, sir, that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You are not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. There is another alleged victim, Tara Kelly, who I am ordering. Let me make sure the spelling here. You're not to have contact of any kind with Tara Kelly, and you're to stay away from her home and workplace. I'm going to release you from custody with these conditions. You're going to be seen on July 21st at 10:30, and that will be at Pima County Justice Court. You're excused. Oh. Hello, sir. What's your name?
My name is Jay Neal.
Okay, 1 moment.
I do have a job. I do work 6 days a week.
Hold on, sir. I need to review the file. Charged with domestic violence, endangerment, substantial risk causing physical injury, and you're also charged with endangering the life, or health of a minor. I'm going to order that you not have contact with the minor child in question.
Yes, sir.
No contact with Norma Gonzalez, who I'm told is responsible for the child. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, and do not commit any acts of domestic violence. And we're also going to order that you stay away Well, let me double check that. Stay away from the alleged victim's residence. I'm releasing you from custody with those conditions. Your court date at Marana City Court is August 13th at 10 o'clock a.m. You're excused.
Appreciate it.
Hello, what's your name? Okay, you need to unmute, please.
Manare Barrios Pelayo.
All right, so you've got several matters. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. Charges listed are 2 counts of taking contraband into a corrections facility, dangerous drug possession, narcotic drug possession, drug paraphernalia, 2 counts of aggravated driving under the influence, license suspended for DUI. 2,500 is the bond listed on the warrant. And that is what the state is requesting as well. And after we get done with this, there are 2 other, actually, I think maybe 3 other matters. So let's hear from the public defender as to this warrant.
Your Honor, I would note that these offenses are from June and they are refiled offenses. He's 29 years old. He is a longtime resident with stable housing and his mother's support. Regional Services was able to verify that with his mother. He is currently unemployed, and I would just note that while I realize he has some pending matters, he has no prior convictions. Given that this was refiled, I would ask for pretrial services release and an opportunity to come to agreement now that he has fresh notice. And that would be our request today.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from the state.
State would just note, as the court did, that there are multiple warrants, as well as the fact that it appears the summons address noted by pretrial services is the same address that he gave to them for tonight's initial appearance as his residence. So the state believes that there was proper notice given that information.
All right, thank you. I'm going to order no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, and stay away from the incident location. Bond is set in the amount of 2,500. We'll appoint the public defender to represent you, and you're going to be seen on July 17th at 1:30 on this matter. As to the other cases, you have a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a domestic violence case. And that bond is set in the amount of $2,499. And let's get an attorney for you on that. I'm appointing attorney Peter Gutierrez to represent you. You're going to be seen on this matter tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. on video. Kima County Justice Court. And you have a matter from Marana. The Miranda case, I'm releasing you on August 13th at 10:00 is your court date there. And you also have a probation matter in Tucson City Court. You are on probation at Tucson City Court for a paraphernalia matter. There is a petition to revoke that probation alleging that there's reasonable cause to believe conditions of probation were violated and that you failed to submit proof of 8 substance abuse counseling or Narcotics Anonymous meetings. And let me see. Will enter a denial of those allegations like a not guilty plea. I'll note the felony hold. Doesn't look like you're facing any jail time. However, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you, city public defender. And we're going to set a court date of August 19th at 9:30. Okay, that does it. You're excused. Hello, what is your name?
David Chansky.
Charged with criminal damage. Damage to property greater than $2,000, less than $1,000. We're going to order no firearms or other weapons don't return to the location of the alleged incident, and no contact with alleged victims. I'm also ordering that you not possess any fireworks. I'm releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services as recommended by the state. And your next court date is going to be July 30th at 1:30. County Public Defender will be representing you. You're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, what is your name? You're charged with possession of narcotic drug, possession of dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, tampering with physical evidence. In order, no alcohol or illegal drugs don't return to the incident location. And let's see, no firearms or other weapons. Looks like you have a felony hold on another matter. The state is recommending a $2,500 bond. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, is the hold on the failure to appear specifically? Is that what you're seeing? I don't understand the hold. I didn't see one. Sorry.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaken. Let's check, double check. Okay. Pretrial services says detained without bond. And
Oh, I see. Okay, so it must be on the failure to appear for the sentencing.
all I know is it's a superior court case.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor. I would just note that he is a level 2, that this was a non-violent offense, and he is low on the NCA. He is unemployed and he has no practice, just these pending charges. Given that he needs to be seen the sentencing, I'm just asking for a moment.
Define low bond.
$1,000, given that he is currently unemployed, and that will reasonably show his appearance in court.
Okay, we'll hear from the state.
Judge, nothing to add to the written recommendation.
Thank you. I'm setting bond in the amount of $1,000. Public defender is appointed. July 21st, 1:30 is your next court date, sir. You're excused.
Computer.
What is your name?
Dwayne Johnson.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, you have felony case as well as some misdemeanor cases in Tucson City Court. Felony wise, you're charged with aggravated assault, dangerous instrument, 2 counts, and unlawful flight from law enforcement. I'm going to order no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Do not drive without a valid driver's license. Don't initiate contact with the alleged victims. The state is recommending a $150,000 bond. And we will hear from the public defender.
Honor, given Mr. Johnson's probation hold, I am asking, and just sort of based on a reading of the offense, I would ask for a significantly lower bond that he is earning that time credit. He is a lifelong resident. He lives with his mother and has gainful employment. I would just ask for a $20,000 bond given the probation hold.
Okay. One moment. Okay, yes, he does have a probation hold. Okay. All right, let's hear from the state.
Your Honor, the state would just note, obviously, the serious nature of the offense in the interim complaint. It also appears that he was originally charged on the case that he's on probation with unlawful flight, which is similar to the offense today. So given the continued criminal conduct, the state is requesting the bond of $150,000.
Thank you. Bond is set in the amount of $150,000. Your next court date is July 21st at 1:30. Legal defender appointed. Moving on to the city court matters. You have an arrest warrant out of Tucson City Court on an assault charge alleged to have occurred July 13th of last year. And let's see. What is this? You have a charge that you have not been seen on from today. This is reckless driving and obstruction. And we'll notice that you're arraigned on that. Will enter a plea of not guilty. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. City public defenders appointed. You also have some other city court cases. What? This is looks like you're on probation for a domestic violence case. Okay. There's no petition to revoke, right? Okay. All right. Okay, in relation to the reckless charge and related charges, we're going to set a video review for July 18th, 1:45. Note felony hold. And probation hold. And we'll give you an out of custody date just in case, August 18th at 9:30. Don't initiate contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. And the city public defender will represent you. Okay, you're excused.
Can you remind me of what the next hearing date was for the felony matters?
The felony matter is July 21st at 1:30.
Thank you.
Well, I'm missing some. Oh. There we go. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Manuel Lopez.
Okay, thank you. In charge of possession of dangerous drug, possession of narcotic paraphernalia. I'm going to read a statement to you that will be followed up by a question and ask that you please answer the question either yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, we are going to place you in the STEPS program. I'm going to also order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not return to the incident location. And we're going to release you the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. Does the defense waive time for the prelim?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And that date is going to be August 25th. (1:30), the public defender is appointed, and that should do it. You're excused.
What is the steps hearing?
The STEPS hearing is, I'm sorry, the STEPS hearing is July 17th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very well. Hello, what is your name?
Jose Gabriel Mesa.
Okay. You are charged with possession of narcotic drug, possession of dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. No order, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't return to the incident location. No firearms or other weapons. And the state is asking that I hold you on a $40,000 bond. Let me double check something here. According to pretrial services, he is eligible for steps. State's not recommending that. We'll hear from the public defender first.
Your Honor, Mr. Mesa is 57. He does not appear high on the failure to appear scale. He is also a lifelong resident. His priors are older. I think that I saw that the last one was from 9 years ago. It appears that there's some history of substance use disorder. I was under the impression that he was steps eligible. I was going to ask for pretrial services release and that a steps hearing be set so that he could at least be screened for steps. The last thing I will say is that he is currently unemployed. So if the court does impose a bond, I would ask for something substantially lower than $40,000 given the nature of the charges.
Okay. And we'll hear from the state.
Judge, I do understand that in the interim complainant is charged as possession, but given the amount of drugs here, I believe total count would be over 300 fentanyl pills. 18 grams of methamphetamine is basically twice the threshold value that the legislature has set as for sales quantity, given his criminal history, as well as the fact that it's methamphetamine sales is what it would ultimately be charged. That is flat time, so he does face significant time in custody, which is the reason for the state's high bond recommendation.
All right, thank you. All right.
I do think, Your Honor, and the state can correct me if I'm wrong, that at least based on the way that it's charged, he might still be eligible for steps. So I would just ask that we set a hearing. And obviously the court and the steps program can say, no, he's not qualified. So I suppose I would just ask to set it just in case.
All right. I'm going to read the statement to you, sir, that please answer the question at the end, yes or no. And I'm going to have a slight explanation of something, by the way. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report would be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now? And here I will clarify this. I'm reading the statement that was prepared by someone else. I will tell you now that you are not going to get released on this. So I'm just reading what's stated here.
Okay.
And learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing.
Yes, I am.
Okay. STEPS hearing is July 17th at 9 o'clock. Preliminary hearing is July 21st at 1:30. The public defender is appointed. I'm setting bond in the amount of $10,000. And you're excused.
One second, I'll just give you this.
Hello, what is your name?
Raul Moreno.
You charged with discharging a firearm within city limits and with endangerment, with no order, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, and do not have contact with the alleged victim. State's recommending a $10,000 bond. We will hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, I'm asking for pretrial services release. Mr. Moreno is 20 years old. He's low on the NCAA and FTA scales. He is a lifelong resident and he's gainfully employed. He lived with his girlfriend and has verified support, and he has absolutely no convictions of any kind. I understand the serious nature of the circumstances, but it appears that the allegations suggest that this was an accident. I believe that no contact and no weapons appropriate for orders. And again, just given his age, his employment, his verified residence, and the fact that he has no prior convictions, I would ask for pretrial services release.
We'll hear from the state.
Judge, just for the record, this is Andrew Ross, and our office has been retained by Mr. Marino Garcia's family to represent him. I'm sorry I didn't hear the case get called. I was away from my computer. I would echo the argument made by the public defender on behalf of Mr. Marino Garcia. I would add that I've spoken with his mother. Should the court be concerned about him returning to the incident location, given that the incident location was his apartment complex, his mother has indicated that he can come live with her, no questions asked. So if there's a concern about that, that's allayed.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Judge, I don't have anything to add to the written recommendation.
Thank you. I'm going to add to the conditions, do not return to the incident location. So you're going to have to find another place to stay. I'm going to release you the supervision of pretrial services to cooperate with them. And your next court date is July 30th at 1:30. And I've noted notice of appearance by Mr. Ross. Or you did file a notice of appearance, correct?
We were instructed not to when we reached out this afternoon, but we will when the case gets bound over to Superior Court.
Okay, for now, the public defender is appointed then. And that'll switch over when you file your notice. July
Thank you,
30th,
Judge.
1:30. You're excused. What? What now? Yes. Yeah, that must have been a typo or something or other. I clicked the wrong date, I guess. Hello, what is your name?
Jane Kendall Muse.
Charged with theft of means of transportation and possession of drug paraphernalia. We're gonna order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't have any contact with the alleged victim, no return to the incident location, and no firearms or other weapons. State's recommending a $10,000 bond. And we'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, Mr. Muse is 40 and a lifelong resident. He is currently homeless and unemployed. I would just note that he has a short record. The allegations are non-violent. And so for those reasons, I am asking for pretrial services release or a low bond, given his indigency.
We'll hear from the state.
Judge, nothing to add to the written recommendation.
Bond is set in the amount of 5,000. Your next court date is July 21st at 1:30. The public defender will be representing you. You're excused. Hello, what is your name?
Romero.
You're charged with possession of dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. I have a statement I'm going to read to you, followed up by a question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now? And do not take that statement as a promise that you are going to be released, because there's other things we need to discuss. But I'm reading what somebody else wrote on this printed form. And learning more about the STEP program at your next hearing, yes or no?
Yes, John.
Okay. STEPS is July 17th, 9 o'clock. The state's recommendation otherwise is that I hold you on a $1,000 bond. Looks like you have a felony hold. So whatever it is that's holding you will remain in place. So you're being held on that anyway. We'll hear from the public defender.
Your Honor, I just double checked with the jail and there is not a felony hold. If there was, I would have said that $1,000 bond is fine for time credit. I am asking for pretrial services release, given that he is a longtime resident with a sure record. This is likely a substance use disorder issue. These are personal possession charges. So for those reasons, particularly given that I don't see a hold, I am asking for pretrial services release. But if the court is inclined to hold him, just a low bond.
Okay. Let's hear from the state.
Judge, given the nature of the charges, the state would normally not request a bond. However, it appears that he's on release for a case from Santa Cruz County, as well as probation. But the Santa Cruz County case is concerning because this is now the third time he's been arrested in Pima County, and he's always failed to appear on that warrant down there.
Okay, so he is not being held on a $2,500 bond, which is actually what it says on the jail roster website.
Yes, not to my knowledge. I'm not seeing a hold, at least from probation. I don't know if it's a failure to appear. I see the bond is related to a failure to appear.
Okay. But he's being held on it. Is that correct?
Yes, it seems so. So if that is the case, Your Honor, I am just asking for a low bond.
All right. $1,000 bond. Next court date, July 21st at 1:30. Steps hearing is July 17th at 9 o'clock. Public defender is appointed. And no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. And no return to the incident location. And then You have a matter, a shoplifting matter in Nogales Justice Court. I'm not gonna hold you on that. But I will order that you contact the Nogales Justice Court within 1 business day of your release, whenever that is, and arrange a court appearance there. And you may request Zoom if necessary. You're excused. Hello, what is your name?
Serena Zadejas.
You are charged with promoting prison contraband. I'll order no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. State's recommending a $10,000 bond. And you have another matter in Maricopa County. We'll hear from the public defender as to the local case.
Your Honor, she was assessed at a level 2. It's a nonviolent allegation. She's 25 and not high on the scales, and she's a longtime resident. She is currently unemployed. She has a short record, and I believe that there was some verified support, if I'm recalling that correctly. But I would also just note the allegations themselves. It's a single pill and some tinfoil. If pretrial services release is unavailable to her, I think just given the nature of the allegations, I would ask for a low bond.
Okay, we'll hear from the state.
There's nothing to add to the written recommendation.
All right, thank you. Record, she has a very, very recent short record, and it appears she hasn't learned much from the experience, so. Bond is set in the amount of $7,500. Court date is July 21st at 1:30. The public defender is appointed. The matter from Maricopa County, possession or use of dangerous drug, possession or use of narcotic drugs, possession or use of drug paraphernalia, and they list a bond of $50. $50 it is. August 11th, 9 o'clock is the next review hearing. You're excused. Have a good evening, folks.